All right.
Go!
Neutral button. New warrior now.
It's Parks.
Microphone check 1 2. What is this?
Neutral button. New warrior now.
Parks on the boards.
Yes.
For a minute, it sounded like Swiss was preparing for Dipset versus G Unit.
Which would make sense.
Let's hypothesize. In the event that happened, who do you have winning?
Before we even
G-Unit's
get
hard to beat.
into that,
Because I don't want to stay on that.
G Unit worldwide was much different.
I mean,
Dipset in New York, though.
Pretty hot take there, Rory.
No, I'm just saying like the difference of
Dipset versus Unit.
I don't know how
it's pretty bold.
the mass, like Swizz was saying, you're on a big stage. Yeah, the G Unit records may be bigger worldwide, but those Dipset records hit different.
Dipset, I think Dipset is bigger than just New York too, but G-Unit just 50-50, man. What do you do with 50? That's a tough.
I would like to see if they did that group thing.
Lock him in the closet to miss the verses.
He's got too many hits.
He could play What Up Gangsta 20 times for me.
Yeah. Well, that versus Dipset Anthem is
Oh,
that's the showdown.
Yeah, but
That's
if you're
tough.
saying G Unit, are you talking records that they have together or solo catalog?
Maybe there would have to be there has to be more than one artist on it.
Well, y'all
That's what I think. They could do that interesting where it's more than 20 records. You do 5 group versus group joints. Then you do 3 Jewels versus Banks joints. Then you do 10 Cam versus 50 joints. Like I think there could be a really unique way to do verses.
That changes everything if you're doing that.
So just so I'm
I think it
clear,
could just be
y'all
cool to
have
do-
Dipset Anthem beating Niggas Done Started Something from Mace. And y'all have Dipset Anthem
I'm 30.
beating
What up, gangsta? I didn't say that.
What
I
up,
never,
gangsta?
I
No,
never
didn't
said
say
that. I don't know where you got that from.
Of the century.
I think that's a good matchup. I'm taking What Up Gangsta, but I think that's a great matchup, and I would never be mad
And
at
my
someone
last
saying Dipset.
and my
Dipset
last
Anthem.
Dipset Anthem question, because I might still take Dipset Anthem in that, but I don't know. But my last one to y'all that I'm unsure about is Dipset Anthem versus We Gonna Make It in the event that he was talking about the Locks and not G Unit.
Locks Dipset.
No, give me Dipset Anthem versus We Gonna Make It.
I think
I still go.
we thinking
No, I don't know.
I think more people just know Dipset Anthem.
We Gonna Make It gets that point.
I don't know.
For you,
Yeah, I don't know.
but for most of the people that's going to be watching that, streaming that,
Dipset,
Maul.
Dipset
We Gonna
Anthem,
Make It
that's-
gets that point for
Maul,
most
they,
of the people
they,
streaming.
they
I think.
use the scale that they weighed the whales with.
yes, I know, Rory. I don't know, man. Dipset Anthem is people outside of New York think that people. This is how big Dipset is. People outside of New York think that every New York guy dresses like niggas in Dipset.
True.
Like that's just a fact. Like women across the country think that every New York male looks like a member of
And
Dipset.
talks like.
Yeah. Like
And
that's
acts
just
like-
the influence that in how
But that's
big
because
of an
men.
impact.
That's because men across the country dress like different eras of Dipset.
Sure.
So that just goes to show how big they are culturally.
I'm never
impact.
going to doubt their influence.
Yeah, so
I
Oh
think
my God,
I
did I
think
say
Dipset is the reason for everything modern music now. But that's another take that I need to flush out.
I think you got to flush like 3 more times.
No, I think, I think
You don't
if,
like it?
No,
You don't like it?
if you go through the
That's
lineage,
a bold statement.
There's
if you
a lot
if
of
you go
validity
through the
there.
lineage, if you have Wayne where he is and the influence Wayne has had on modern music, yeah. Where's Wayne openly said he got his shit from? Where has Cortez said Wayne got all his shit from? Dipset. And I could flush this out on exactly
the
outside.
Dipset, sonically, musically, the sound that they brought has been used
That
by
that
everyone
shit.
everywhere.
Listen to Heatmakers when they say, "Yeah, we were making like New York down south drums." It was the
Yeah.
first time we kind of put the trap shit against the soulful
Listen,
sample shit.
I was outside when Dipset was.
I was
Dipset.
too.
Like I'm not. It's their impact is
I will
out
not.
of this.
insane.
I will not trigger you by saying that you weren't outside. I've
The
read the
impact
YouTube.
is-
I've read the YouTube comments.
Their impact is
They
phenomenal.
Think, they
but
think I purposely try to trigger you to get you to hit me on certain topics
Well, I mean,
when ageism is involved.
I was born in 1990, Joe. I was outside when Dipset was active.
No, you weren't.
You're still.
You had to be home at a
I
certain
think
time.
we have to tell niggas what. Yeah, what,
You gotta be home at a certain
We gotta
time.
tell people what I was outside.
I just
man.
told you guys I robbed a liquor store when I was 14. That
You
was
were
04.
a bad little Irish boy.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Vlad.
When you say I was outside, it means I was outside without restrictions.
Yeah.
It means
Yes.
I was grown to some
I was
degree.
experienced
Yeah.
shit. What? Not to
Joe-
say you
Joe,
could have just been
my-
egging your parents.
Joe, my own mother, who is a saint, will tell you she regrets that I had no restrictions.
I know you a little
never
bad
had-
white boy.
I never had to be home at a time.
Bad white Kappa boy. Yo, Rory, what year was you born?
1990.
90. So Dipset,
2003, 2004.
Rory's 14. He's hanging with people he shouldn't
Rory
hang with yet.
breathing and eating as a human being on Earth?
his-
Yes.
Was
Oh,
he
I-
running around smoking weed and doing
Yes.
some bad
Was he
shit?
paying his own rent?
Absolutely.
No.
Yes, but was he like?
Was he
at these
fucking
events,
bitches, getting money,
at these
robbing the
parties?
gas
I was
stations?
But was he at these
That
parties?
changes
No.
everything.
No.
How you not outside and you fucking?
Yeah, that's
Because
the
you
thing.
can fuck inside.
Yeah, you can fuck inside. Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't fuck inside of my mom's house. So I had to
I'm
fuck
doing
in
a
the
lot of
park.
fucking now inside. Well, no, I'm not. I'm lying. Look how niggas lie on a podcast.
Wait, so what do you think about Dipset versus Locks?
That's the
taking-
one.
I'm taking Dipset.
That's the one we need for New York.
I'm taking Locks.
I'll take.
Sorry, listeners all over the world.
Here's where I'm
Locks is a
nervous.
tough out.
How prepared Kiss came to that battle,
Yeah.
and then you add in
Bro.
Styles and Chic.
Kiss alone has something for every. Like, he's got R&B records. He's got hard street records. He's got.
So does Dipset.
I know.
You know what? Matter of fact, hot take, because it's my age. I'm taking Dipset.
I'm taking Dipset, and I'm
I'm
older
taking
than you.
Locks.
Hey,
I'm taking Locks.
not saying that that's a point in anything, but when that comes on, I'm dancing around. I don't expect the rest of the country to know the impact that this had when Goldfinger was DJing, but yeah. Oh,
That would be great to watch.
oh my God.
I just want to see that. Like, I just want to hear those
Oh,
records.
we would bag so many New York bitches when this battle is on. We would be in the comments shooting.
I think Kiss alone is one of the hardest outs in a versus. If you put all of the Locks in a versus, I don't know. I don't know who's beating them.
So you have the Locks as the ultimate New
of-
York
a-
group in a versus.
Probably so, yes.
In a versus.
Probably so. They have
Dipset,
records from
Dipset is
everything.
tough. Dipset is tough.
Does
And
the Locks beat
all I'll
Wu-Tang?
say.
Let me
Yes.
pull your back.
Yeah.
If we didn't just speak to Jimmy last week, I would call him and ask him what he thought about some of these.
I'm a Wu-Tang.
What he thinks about
Hey.
Dipset versus the Locks?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what Jim is going to say.
He gonna ride for his team, of course, but he'll also give us at least an honest reason as to why he feels that way. I don't think that he'll just say, "Oh, Dipset, you know about." Yeah, I don't think he would do that.
I think it just comes down to impact.
Jim
I
would
think
be more
Dipset-
honest
Dipset-
than Cam would. I think.
I think Dipset just has more of an impact and more.
Then
people-
who?
Did the Locks?
Yeah, absolutely. I think more people know Dipset
Why
than the
you
Locks.
did that, man?
Yo,
What's goody?
it's Rory from the Joe Budden Podcast. Back-to-back episodes, live on the air, Joe.
Hey,
We just got off the phone with Swiss, and we're just making up versus shit. Just making up shit. Swiss didn't say nothing. But Dipset versus G-Unit came up, and Dipset versus the Locks came up. And I need your opinion.
Well, historically, people would love to see Dipset versus G Unit, right?
Yeah,
But I doubt that'll happen.
of course.
No camaraderie there. And what we gonna listen to 2050 Cent records pretty much. But let me stop taking jabs. Dipset and the Locks, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of free anthems, a lot of energy to back off to bounce off each other. Cam and Jada Kiss and Styles P literally started the same year to get into this game off of freestyles and things like that. We represent the uptown part of New York City. We represent the culture for New York City. We've been pillars in this industry, both for the past 20 some odd years, along with the whole Rough Rider enterprise. So, you know what I mean? I think that will be more suitable and more suitable for us also. But if there were a chance for the G Unit thing to happen, I wouldn't exactly count it out. I just probably would say it would be bit more aggressive than even the Jeezy and Gua verses.
Well,
Which I'm all for.
we don't want any of that. Hypothetically speaking, just music, Jim. That's all.
Nah, I want to wrestle and fight and shit like that.
Jim.
That's not what I was trying to get with this call, Jim.
Yeah, Jim, yeah. Read that. Yeah, that's the energy I like. Yeah.
All that.
Hey,
I'm
Jim,
with it.
listen to this. Listen to this. In the event that it were the Lox versus Dipset, we just throwing out songs. What wins in Dipset Anthem versus We Gonna Make It? Just that one round.
Oh man.
A lot of us in here have Dipset Anthem as one of the greatest New York records ever made.
I would say this, that our strategy would be 5 Jewel's record, 5 Killer records, 5 Jim Jones record, 5 Diplomat records. That's like 20 platinum records.
That's tough.
Does that make sense for us?
Yeah.
Now,
I don't think that's a bad strategy.
another group of individuals that can break down into that type of shit. Doesn't even matter. Like you could go Migos, but Migos can't break down into solos. They haven't accomplished that yet. And when they do, they're gonna be hella tough to reckon with. But we got some shit that we've done that a lot of people haven't done. And yes, Lox are solo artists, and they do have some hella fire hits. I could sit down and ring off a bunch of them. But we have bona fide platinum hits.
It's a little different.
You did
I get it.
You know that the Lox are one of the greatest groups ever, but one of their greatest feats has been they have had a hard time under the bad boy constituents of going platinum through all those years. That was their biggest fight, and their biggest fight had turned them platinum with the people because they deserved it. Us, we've been kind of blessed throughout our career with having angels around us, and Cam's been a platinum artist since he's touched the game since 1997. And from then on, he's bring us into the game, and even Jim Jones has ended up with platinum records, which I'm almost flabbergasted that I'm in the game still and still have these records that we have. Like we got some bona fide Michael Jackson hits, is what I like to call them. So it'll be a battle to the death. To the death.
That's a great battle.
Yeah. Either way, I would love to just see Dipset in the verses. No matter the opponent, I think that needs to happen.
We need it for New York. That's just the bottom line. We need
I would
it. So when you get the call, oblige,
let's
please.
do it. I'm with it. Whoever you want to line up, we're not backing down from any action at all. You dig? Above all, it's not that serious. So whoever they want to put up in a room with us, we definitely ready to put our best foot forward and our artistry forward. So don't give a fuck who it might be. You heard? Put them in the box. Let's see who can box. You heard? At the end of the day, it's about your lineup. It ain't about your catalog. It ain't about how much money you got. It's about the vibe and the feeling you're going to be able to give those people that's watching. And if your lineup ain't right, you might just lose, and you could be one of the biggest platinum artists there is. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's true. Jim, real quick before I let you go, what are the rappers going to do now that Jake Paul is on the loose, man?
We gonna jump that nigga. I know Jake Paul. I ain't no boxing. You better get that shit in the ring because these niggas gonna scrape him up. You heard? You heard? Fuck he talking about? He better cut them all pants. Fuck Jake ass up, jump the shit out of him, stomp him out.
Jim.
Wait for his arm, all type of shit.
He was just joking.
I'm a grown rapper. Fuck you talking about?
What you talking about?
I don't play basketball. I'm not jumping in some shit that I have no business jumping in. But I tell you one thing, he better not jump in no shit he got no business jumping in. Don't be fooled by these rappers because that boxing ain't gonna count when you get in this box. You heard, nigga?
All right, Jim. Thank you. New album coming in a few
But
weeks.
I like him though. I like him. I like him. I can't take nothing away from him. I think that Nate should have did a little bit more research. Like, I didn't even know what he was about until after the fight, and niggas was like, bro, that nigga been by. He's a boxer. He boxes. Like, he's not no YouTube sensation. Like, he's 52 faking niggas out. Like, he really boxes. He might be on steroids. The nigga know how to combo. His brother's a fucking boxer that beat niggas up.
I beat both them niggas up.
He's not a faking nigga out. And for that alone, he need to get jumped. Fuck wrong with you?
For that alone.
He definitely did some billion shit. Like, no, I don't know how to play pool. Take all your money. The fuck? But shout out to Jake, man. Shout out to Nate. Nate, you know I'm smoking on some Nate right now. You heard? Smoking on
Yo, Jim, thank you. We love you, man. New album in a couple weeks. You already know what it is, man.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
Boys. Yeah, we need a Dipset appearance.
Wait, hold
on
up,
these verses,
man.
Jimmy
Yeah, we
might just
need,
need to come up and kick it for an episode.
Nigga Jim said, fuck is you talking about? We're not talking about anything.
Yes. Yes. YouTube, Jim Jones balling. You can't hear it, but it's a vibe. Hey. Hey. Rory wasn't outside when we was balling.
And I was outside for balling.
Not really. Not
he
really.
was outside for balling.
But was he balling? I wasn't.
No, I'm not balling now.
Then we weren't outside really.
Well, that's a good point.
Come on, man. You been in the tunnel?
He's a Giants fan.
Got it, buddy.